What's up, everybody? Has everybody heard of the Stanford prison experiment and the Milgram experiment and all of these other experiments that they did on innocent people? Has anybody heard of these experiments? Has anybody ever heard of Operation Midnight Shadow? Has anybody ever heard of COINTELPRO? Has anybody ever heard of Agent Orange? Has anybody ever heard of all these experiments that they ran on innocent people without their knowledge even? Has anybody heard that the government doesn't care about anybody? Has anybody heard that there's stalkers all around me running experiments on me everywhere I go? And they're running an experiment on me everywhere I go? Has anybody ever heard that? Have you ever heard of that? Have you ever heard of they run an experiment on an ill cat everywhere he goes, every day, all day? Anybody ever heard of that? Like, I was just sitting here on my phone, and then I close out of an app and set my phone down, and then there's a train horn going off outside. I just can't put into words how insane that is, and I can just make videos about it, but it doesn't really, I try to put it into perspective by just keep making videos about it, but it doesn't really put it into perspective, really. But, like, it's just another train horn going off right as I do something inside of my apartment. And then there's a billion other sounds that have gone off today. They're just constantly making banging sounds out there. Like, I'll just do something and I'll just hear. Like, I'll just hear something like that outside right when I do something. And they're just running an experiment on me all day. An illegal terroristic experiment that is illegal because stalking is a crime, right? Isn't it stalking a crime technically? But then if you're gang stalking, it's legal somehow. It's like some type of loophole. Apparently, because the cops just get away with it all day. If you go on my Instagram video that I just posted up, I walked out of HealthWorks and there was a sheriff right there, right when I came out of the door on the street, a white sheriff car, running an illegal terroristic experiment on me. Driving by me illegally, like a stalker committing a crime illegally, like a terrorist. And then I got on YouTube and it said that it removed one of my videos, but it didn't tell me what video it is. And I don't know if they actually removed a video or if they're just like messing with me. I couldn't figure out what video it was though. But apparently I broke the community standards and they removed the video. I don't know. if they did or not. So yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just crazy. I'm just getting really, really, really fed up with it because is there anybody real out there other than the TIs? Hello? 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 uh, there goes the truck sound. I think it's a stalker. They haven't done the sirens in like 48 whole hours. I haven't heard a siren in a long time. Like 48 whole hours. But at some point, there's gonna be a siren again. But they just be doing the loud trucks and motorcycles all day, and then I'll just hear banging noise. Or I'll just hear a garbage truck or a semi truck unloading, or a truck backing up going beep, beep, beep. Or a car in their lock button, or a car honking randomly, or a car alarm randomly. Or just a car alarm going off for like 2 seconds, and then it stops synchronized. Whatever. A plane flying over, whatever. I don't know. I just feel like I'm just getting on here complaining every day at this point, but like, I don't know, it's just crazy though. It's just crazy how they just keep getting away with it, you know? Like, it's crazy how I can make 1,000 videos and then they just keep getting away with it. And then if I took it to court, it probably wouldn't, they'd probably just throw it in the trash. Because all the judges and attorneys are in on it too, probably. Everybody's in on it. Not everybody, but a lot of people. To the point where it's like rigged. Like, I don't think, like, I don't know. This white truck and this, this other gang stalker and this other gang stalker is syncing up right now, and they just keep getting away with it. They're just out there being terrorists right now, getting away with it and driving home. And then ever since I started exposing this, like a year ago, like nobody in my family talks to me anymore. Like they used to anyway. Like they don't be like calling and checking in on me like they used to. Because they're stalkers. Like, I don't know. I pretty much said all I need to say on here, I think. I was just like repeating myself at this point. This is fucked up. And then, like, you know, again, I'm not saying this to, like, oh, poor me or whatever, but I'm just saying I don't have a job right now because I quit because there was teenage girls stalking me at my job that I work with, and they look like they don't want to do it, and they look like they have a gun to their head and they don't want to do it. And I know I already said this, but that's why I quit my job, and I didn't want to quit my job, but that's why. Because I don't want to work with teenage girls that look like they don't want to stalk me and they have to walk over by me and do stalker things. This is really creepy. Because they're teenage girls. And then I see children like that too sometimes. Like they look like they're being forced to do it, or like they're being trafficked or something. So this is really kind of insane. There's a bunch of white cars driving by right now. My refrigerator just turned on. It's probably synchronizing as always. But, yeah. This is major human trafficker vibes going on. I hear siren. I think it started up right when I threw something in the trash. I can barely hear it though. But I think it's the synchronizer siren. But yeah. I don't know what else to say really. I might stop making videos for a while, I don't know, but like, because I just feel like I'm just repeating myself over and over. But I just want to like, I'm just trying to put it all in perspective, you know? Like, it's just really fucked up what's going on out here. It's just really creepy. And like, nobody around me is saying anything. Nobody cares, apparently. Nobody cares, apparently. And like also, you know, I was doing Creep Busters, which is my other channel. Go to subscribe to Creep Busters on YouTube and on Facebook. But You know, I would make a decoy account on a dating app and then go catch pedophiles posing as a child. And they would come out and meet, and I would catch them on camera and expose them. And then the cops didn't want to work with me to arrest them. And then, like, I think people were trying to, like, set me up. So I quit. Because they were saying if I, like I swear they were trying to, like, get me caught up in some things, set me up. So I quit Creep Busters, which I didn't want to do that either, but I had to do that. So, you know, now there's nobody out here catching pedophiles anymore. The cops don't do it. And I wish I could do it. I want to do it, but I can't. I'm not really going to risk it and get myself thrown in jail because I wanted to catch a pedophile. So, this is really retarded. The whole thing is just really retarded. And then also, like I said, I wouldn't have lost my other jobs if I wasn't in this targeting program. I wouldn't have gotten fired from those jobs. Or I would have at least known that I was being gang stalked, and I would have, like, you know, reacted differently probably. And maybe would have been able to keep my job a little longer. Because I knew people were messing with me deliberately, but I didn't know that they were gang stalking me, so I snapped out on them and I got fired because they were gang stalking me, because I was put in this bullshit program. And then they just do this to people and they don't know they're being gang stalked. And they snap the fuck out. For what? And then they take them to a psych ward and shove pills down their throat. And then the people inside the psych ward are gang stalking them too. And then they come out of the psych ward and they're still being gang stalked even though they're on the pills now. They're still being gang stalked and they're like, these pills aren't working, damn. And this is really sick, right? To do that to people, right? Isn't that really sick to do that to people? And they've been doing it for years and years. And people raise up their children to be stalkers. And they go on family stalker adventures. And then they stalk people to death, to suicide. Isn't that sick? Shouldn't they stop yesterday? Like, there's just so many people out there who are being stalked, and they don't even know that they're being stalked. And then they end up killing themselves, or in a psych ward, or in a prison cell, or homeless on the street, because they're in a bullshit fuckery program that targets innocent people for fucking what? Can anybody tell me?